Another tactical guide, and this time we're attacking from the center.
Of his passing, more than a forward. If you are playing against long-shot teams, it could be perfect. More specific formations, the 3-4-3, it's a great formation. Your attack will still be massive, and your defense is amazing. So that's the complete counter for a 5-3 counter.
Hey guys, it's Uncle Mish, and after hitting 1000 subs on YouTube, we made a special poll to see what are the most anticipated videos and subjects that you'd like to see. The winner is building your own team and a long-term plan. I will start working on this subject parallel to the tactics video. Also, a huge shout out to Kfir and the anti-staff bringing the first and silver medal in the last World Cup. So, amazing feat. Now it's attack on the middle time, and I will leave timestamps in the description so you could skip to the subjects that you'd like to see most. Attack in the middle is a tactic used in Hattrick. It's a cousin tactic of attack in the wings. It just does the opposite. It will convert attacks from the wings to the center, and it will decrease your wing defense. So if you have very strong attack in the center, or maybe your attack in the center is much better than his defense and your attack on the wings is not as strong, it's a good time to use this tactic. You are getting about 35% of all your normal chances as a center attacks, and using this tactic you could convert further 15% to 30% of the wing attacks to the center. It's a tactic that you are using before the game starts. You cannot change this after it started, and the tactical level will decide how much conversions you'll get. The tactical level is also decided by the amount of passing of all your outfield players. When you are using these tactics, you'll see this line in the initial match viewer that you are using this tactic, and every conversion you'll see another icon of the attack in the center saying that an attack was converted from the wing to the center. Hopefully you'll also score this attack. You are choosing this tactic on the lineup page, and the best formations for using this tactic is the 2-5-3, 3-4-3, and also the 3-5-2, 4-4-3, and a variation of the 4-4-2. Now let's talk about how to generate this strong center attack. And first and foremost is the contribution of the scoring from the forwards. Next is the passing of the forwards, the passing of the inner midfielders, the scoring of the inner midfielders. Yeah, if you played Hattrick a long time ago, before, scoring of inner midfielders did not contribute to center attack. Now it is. It's a change that happened a few years ago, and maybe it's still fresh and relevant for some oldies to figure this out. And lastly, it's the passing of the wingers. It's not that much of a contribution, but still it helps. And let's see the skill contribution of center attack. You could see here that normal wingers will contribute maybe only 11%. And if you are playing your winger towards the middle, you'll gain only 5 more percent. He will contribute 16% of his passing skill. It's not that impactful. The most impact is coming from the scoring of the forwards. 100% of their scoring will contribute to center attack. Also 33% of their passing. Speaking about inner midfielders, if you are using your inner midfielder as an offensive inner midfield, he will contribute 49% to the center attack of his passing, more than a forward, and also 31% of his scoring, again almost as much as the passing of the forward. If you are using a normal inner midfielder, it will be 33% of his passing, 22% of his scoring, and a defensive forward, or maybe a technical defensive forward, doesn't matter in this respect. He will contribute only 56% of his scoring, but 53% of his passing. So if you have an old school defensive forward when his passing is much higher than his scoring, you should probably play him as a defensive forward to generate more attacking ratings. And yeah, just check out this table. A lot of interesting things that you could see here. Again, I'll speak a little bit about the winger. We said that he will basically will not contribute that much to center attack if you use him towards the middle, but he will contribute more to midfield. So you will gain 5% more of his passing to the center attack ratings, but it doesn't matter to center attack, but it will matter for midfield contribution. Now let's speak about a few formation and how to make use of individual orders and which formations are best against your opponent. So a 2-5-3, center 2-5-3, apart from the one that I showed in the previous video about generating wing attack. Here we are generating center attack. So I'm using 3 normal forwards, 3 offensive inner midfielders, and 2 wingers towards the center. Check it out. The wingers are helping me to maintain high midfield rating because I'm using offensive inner midfielders, so I'm losing a little bit of midfield, and this will compensate for this. Also, I'm not using wingbacks. I'm using center defenders, so I will not be generating wing attack, but I will have slightly more center defense and I will have slightly more midfield. And also you could use one of them to man mark your opponent if you are playing against a team that it will benefit to you. So again, very high center attack in this formation. If you are playing against long shot teams, it could be perfect. You are centering your wingers towards the middle. You will fight for midfield control. Hopefully you will take midfield control and you will have massive center attack to score against those teams. Also, it's good against bunker teams, maybe ones that are not long shot teams, maybe they are playing pressing against you, just playing for a draw. This way you will generate a lot of center attack. Next formation will be the 4-4-2. Check it out. It's a variation of the 4-4-2. I'm not using 2 wingers. I'm using 3 inner midfielders, 3 offensive inner midfielders, 2 forwards, and 1 winger towards the center. It's a good formation against counter-attack teams with high attack but low midfield. So you will generate a lot of defense because you will use 4 defensive players, 2 wingbacks, 2 center defenders. He will find it very hard to score against you. Your midfield hopefully will be enough. Choose this formation against counter-attack teams without a lot of midfield, and you will have nice center attack. It's not the best, but it's nice center attack. A 3-5-2, so it's a standard formation. You could play it however you want. But let's say you are playing against a team that has midfield and has some nice attack, has some nice defense. This way, with 2 wingers towards the middle, 3 offensive wing inner midfielders, and 2 forwards, you will have nice defense, nice attack, and very high midfield. So that's the 3-5-2 against those kind of teams. Those are more specific formations. The 3-4-3, it's a great formation to use with attack in the middle. So you will generate massive center attack with 3 forwards, 3 inner midfielders, 1 winger towards the center, and 3 defense players that will maintain some defense. Maybe if you're playing at home against counter-attack teams with nice attack, you will be blocking their attack and you will be generating a lot of attack. Also, curious formation, 4-3-3. Mainly, we are thinking about this formation as a counter-attack formation. You have a lot of defense and how much midfield you could generate. So basically, if you are playing against a very strong counter-attack team that are playing 5-2-3, they are playing without midfield. They have a lot of defense and they have a lot of attack. So this formation will just crash them. 3 offensive inner midfielders will be enough to take huge midfield control against a team that are playing 5-2-3. And your attack will still be massive and your defense is amazing. So that's the complete counter for a 5-2-3 counter. Those are some examples of good inner midfielder, good attack in the middle. Check this formation here in the top right corner. So the red team is winning midfield and their attack in the center is better than the weak center defense of their opponents. Their attack in the wings is not that strong, so it would be wrong to play without tactic, because any attack on the wings could be a miss, but every attack in the center is almost a guaranteed goal. And also, they are not really suffering from the negative effect of lowering their wing defense, because the blue team here, they have such strong wing attack, so it won't even matter that your defense in the wing is weakened. Pros and cons: it's pretty straightforward with attack in the middle. You're trying to maximize your chances to score from the center. If you are facing a team with very strong wing defense and mediocre center defense, you could make use of this tactic. And there are a lot of ways to try and straighten your attack in the center with good midfield contribution. And the cons: you are losing wing defense, it's hard to get conversions, it's not guaranteed, and you need high tactical level. A few tips how to aim properly. If you are winning attack-defense ratio in the center, it's a good time to play attack in the middle. If you can't score from the sides, it's a good time to play attack in the middle. If you don't suffer too much of the negative effect of lowering your wing defense, or your wing defense is so weak so it won't really matter, you can use the attack in the middle tactic. You should win midfield. Next, make smart use of individual orders. For attack in the middle, it's winger towards the middle, offensive inner midfielders, and normal forwards. If you need, you could use the tactical assistant to bump up your attack rating even further, coach trick for the same reason, and attack in the middle, great way to play against long shot teams or some counter-attack teams. And just notice, you can't train attack in the middle tactic, it's only dependent on the passing skill of your outfield players. What to do if someone is playing attack in the middle against you? Well, first of all, make sure your center defense is strong enough. If not, straighten it. Secondly, take midfield control. If you are getting all of the chances, his tactic won't really matter. Fourth, make use of his weakened wing defense and aim for it. Then you could use smart man marking either for his forward to decrease his attacking skill or for his inner midfielder to take midfield control, and make smart use of your individual orders either to straighten your center defense with wing backs towards the middle or defensive inner midfielder, or maybe straightening your midfield and this way neglecting his chances. As the formula goes, I'm getting higher numbers in the match simulator than in the actual formula, and because those are inside stats, I'll be always using them. And just to conclude, attack in the middle, it's a great tactic to use at times, just as his cousin attack on the wing. And I think attack in the middle is even stronger against long shot teams. It will allow you to maximize your midfield and also get one strong attacking sector. If you are playing against smart managers that will know you're gonna play attack in the middle against them, don't, because it's the element of surprise, and if they will straighten their center defense on the expense of their wing, they will be well prepared against you. But that's one of my main weapons against some bunker teams, some counter-attack teams, or some long shot teams. What about your experience? What do you think about this tactic? Do you have some other tips that I didn't mention? And if you have cool games, especially if you won against long shot teams with attack in the middle, please show them, post the match ID in the description, and I would definitely check it out. Also, we are about to start a new season, so I want to wish everyone good luck. Don't forget to play it cool in the first game in your cup if you are playing against both teams. And as always, I'll just say Hattrick, it's more than game, it's a community, and I'll definitely be seeing you around on my next videos.